What is up, fanboys and fangirls? Welcome to another FanTracks coming to you from fanboysanonymous.com. I'm your host, as always, Tony Mango, joined as always by Robert D. Felice.
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Everything is up. Lots of things are down. How about you?
Yeah, it makes about as much sense as the movie we're about to watch.
Probably. I have not seen this movie yet. I have not seen the short that we were going to do beforehand, too. That's why you can see on your screen right now. It says Pikachu and Pichu. This is a Patreon YouTube channel membership donation from the Pick a Poison tier from Guest 5. Thank you, Guest 5, for all your continued support. And his suggestion was to continue on with our series of watching these different Pokemon movies. And we are on the third film, Pokemon 3, the movie, Spell of the Unown, which is not the name of the movie on the posters and all the other information like that, but that is the movie. It is technically Pokemon 3, the movie, and it just happens to have two movies within it. It's a complicated ass thing, but hey, it is what it is. It's Pokemon. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing the short film Pikachu and Pichu first, and then we're going to switch over to Spell of the Unown. In both scenarios, if you are watching this on YouTube or you are, checking out the video portion of this, then you will see on your screen which thing that we were on, and you will also see a time code on your screen that will tell you where in that movie we are. That's because I will give you a countdown of 3, 2, 1, play, and when I say play, then you hit play on your copy of the movie, and it'll sync up correctly with ours. But if you are on the audio-only version, then you're just going to have to go by the audio for that. And I guess if you skip forward, then you're not going to know when we had said play. You're going to have to rewind and all that crap. So I recommend watching the first short with us, and then we will tell you, we're going to go straight into it or anything. We're going to have a moment or something of switching it over. But that is what we do here. We do not show you the movie itself. For anybody that is going to be bitching and complaining about that would be a copyright issue that we are not willing to put in the fight for. So instead, you're just getting a blank picture of that on here, and you got the time code and everything. But if you want us to do anything else, some other versions of this or anything, always let us know. This is way we've done FanTracks for. Between this and the fan announce table stuff on Smart Cat Moment, we've done hundreds of these, so nobody's ever really seemed to be complaining about that. And if you want to chime in with your thoughts about this stuff, drop a comment below on YouTube. Make sure that you are showing your support on all different kinds of ways. Hit the like button on this video, helps us out quite a bit. Double check that you are subscribed to this YouTube channel. Get the whole YouTube channel membership or Patreon stuff and sign up there. Click the join button, or the thanks button is another way to help us out with a little bit of monetary side of things. If you want to pick up merchandise, Redbubble and TeePublic is where you can pick that up. And any kind of support that you show whatsoever is greatly appreciated. So keep that in mind. And the more that you support us, the more that we can do. Also, if you do want us to continue on with the story and you don't want us to, take too long to do that kind of a thing, or invest entirely just from Guest 5, then you can do the Pick Your Poison as well, and you can maybe bounce things around. So I have not seen this movie. I had seen the first two, and then not that other one that we had seen, which we ended up having the wrong file for, and it was this Internet Archive thing of a fan edit, whatever it was, I don't know, but I am fairly confident that this is the right movie. And I guess we're going to find out if it ends up being weird, but it doesn't seem like it is. So I'm working under that assumption, but we do have the short coming up first. And have you seen either of these before?
Yeah, I saw this one in particular when it happened. I never saw any of them in theater. I was more of a VHS guy, but I saw this one the minute it dropped, because this is right when I was super into everything Pokemon.
And I don't know if I had gotten out of this by this point. I mean, I never stopped being a Pokemon fan, but it reached a point where it was if I get seen as a, playing with a Pokemon game or something, people are going to be like, oh, you little kids, right at that middle school into high school range. But this came out in North America on April 6th, 2001. So I got a feeling I probably was kind of a lapsed fan at this point, because I know I didn't play the third generation of games until way after they came out. But I mean, the Gen 2 stuff was absolutely phenomenal. Loved Gold and Silver. So I'm sure there's going to be quite a bit of things that I recognize here, but then again, we're going back 23 years ago from the anime, so I don't remember.
That's really scary to me, because like your Entei being a 23-year-old character is crazy. Pichu being a 23-year-old character is crazy.
People born after this movie came out have graduated college.
And this is a pre 9/11 movie.
Oh, true. Yeah.
This is real close to it too.
Yeah, it came out in Japan July 2000.
Okay, this feels more closer to that, but 2001, that's crazy. Like,
so yeah, we will be watching the short film first, and then, like I said, we'll let you know. You'll see it up on the screen, and we'd switch over to Spell of the Unknown for the movie itself. This is a 17-minute long short, Pikachu and Pichu, and I'm assuming that it's pretty much like the other ones, where they're probably just going to be like the Pokemon dance around and eat or something. I don't know. Can't imagine that's going to be some kind of like groundbreaking story, but these are fun little extra bonus things, and we didn't want to bypass that because it's part of the movie experience. If you would have went to see this in the theater, you would have seen this and you would have been going super crazy. But maybe we'll have an existential crisis on both of these. Maybe it'll just be on the movie itself. We'll see. But again,
I really hope not.
I mean, in 2024, I've had enough existential crises that maybe another one is what breaks me.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping we don't have it.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, you will see on your screen, of course, this little time code. I'm going to reset that right there. That's what it's going to be. And I'm ready to go. What about you, Rob?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, everybody. Remember, it's 3, 2, 1, play. And when I say play, you hit play as well. We're going to get started here in 3, 2, 1, play. So WB logo smashes you in the face.
I miss kids WB.
An AOL Time Warner company.
Why is it Pokemon the movie 3? Why is it not Pokemon? Why do you need to say the movie?
I guess just so people go, that Pokemon movie.
3.
Spell, 2001. Pikachu. Pikachu the movie 2001. Wait, what? I thought it was called Pikachu and Pichu.
It's probably like a subtitle.
God, how many subtitles do they need? Pokemon the movie, Pokemon 3 the movie, Pikachu the movie 2001, Pikachu and Pichu.
R.I.P. to the Misty.
I love Togepi.
Oh.
And they never saw each other again. What city are they supposed to be in?
I think I missed it.
I think they just said in the big city. I always thought it was cool that Ash has a shiny Noctowl.
I love Onyx. Onyx was like one of my favorites.
Yeah, Onyx is cool.
Now that I'm older, I like Psyduck.
Yeah, I always like Psyduck.
And Mr. Mime.
So now we're getting the title card of that. Yeah, how many subtitles do they need? And why are there 2 Pichus?
P2.
P2, Electric Boogaloo.
Literally.
Geodude wasn't hanging around in that fountain, was he?
No.
You can electrocute it from far away.
But that wouldn't do anything to him
Why is it smacking its hands?
because they're Japanese.
True. He's the smart one. This other one's the dumb one. The animation, that's... I hate Murkrow. Uh-oh. Meowth just happens to be right there.
Why is it the Meowth? Why is he doing construction work? Meowth, why are you doing construction?
Yeah, are you just contracted to do this? Maybe that's how they fund all their balloon operations.
What's wrong with this noir fucking crow over here?
I like Hoppip. I always thought Hoppip was cute.
You're not Mario. What are you doing?
Yeah, that burger looks kind of good. I like how the smart one has a little haircut.
Hey, he's smart.
The Pichu brothers. You just go across the street.
Oh,
Yeah, too fat.
I bet he was holding it open for him, but I guess he's too fat.
How did they pitch this? They were like, well, we should have a little short in front of there. I don't know. How about like Pikachu needs to get across the street and then he needs to go back.
And we got two little Pichus.
And one of them's dumb as shit.
Aw. You're electric type.
Yeah. And then they use Lapras as like a little boat. There's just a casual Gyarados in this fucking little ravine or whatever.
Come on.
Pika. None of you are weak to Houndoom. You're fine. Or Houndour. But Pikachu can.
Yeah, but he's worried of his friends.
Yeah, just electrocute the shit out of the Houndour. You've got electricity that regularly blows up buildings and stuff. You're good. You can beat a dog.
Yeah, but we're trying not to, teach the kids to just immediately resort to violence.
It's funny that they never give subtitles to these. Like the subtitles are just Pika Pika Pika. Not like, are you guys okay? Or something.
I guess it's just better that way. You can fill in the blanks with your mind.
Hey, they stumbled upon Trash City. Yeah, I never liked Smeargle. Wait, if it's all the baby Pokemon... Oh, wait, never mind. Okay. I was going to say, if it's all just baby Pokemon, what the fuck's Smeargle doing there? But now it's just, here's a series of Johto Pokemon to show them off. Oh, that's the dumb one of that group.
No.
I like Hitmontop.
Yeah, I like all of them. Like all of the like fighter type. Easily just, this one's a Jackie Chan knockoff. This one's a Bruce Lee knockoff. That's just Dig Dug.
There's no way that they made this and they wrote like a script about like, and then there's like gears and they all spin around and whatever. They had to just like get high and do it.
I wonder if this is more just like, hey, we need a short, do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
This is literally just a showcase for like new Pokemon. Get these fucking kids excited.
Just to dance around and stuff so that way when they're all in the theater that they can shut the hell up before the movie starts. And it's so funny. I saw the first... I don't remember if I saw the second one in theaters. I know I saw the first one in theaters. And I remember, like, I'm a kid at the time, but I'm one of the older types of kids. You know, I'm like a, I don't know, 9-year-old or so. And thinking like, oh my God, these little kids won't shut the hell up because they're all just being like, like, that's a Bellsprout. Mom, that's a Bellsprout. And it's like, yeah, it is. Shut up.
All right, Surly.
So I'm sure I would have, if I would have been watching this, the kids would have been like, that's Hitmontop. I'd be like, knock it off. Hey, Surly definitely cares about one person. That's Surly.
Sorry, Surly.
Shut up. Easily one of my favorite Simpsons jokes. Is there a tiger Pokemon?
What would you name a tiger Pokemon?
I guess depend on what type it was. He's like, yeah, that was fun.
Trying to think of how I could possibly name it. Goodyear.
Something about Michelin. I mean, I get there's not tire ones that I can think of, but there's car-based ones. There's that Room one. Hydrogen is a tank and it has tire treads on it. Iron treads. So I guess Donphan is kind of a tire Pokemon.
Look at them coming together. Tony, they're living in a better society than we are.
Yeah, well, they haven't been hit by 9/11 or COVID yet.
Well, that's very fair.
Maybe take the opportunity to restructure so it's not a tower that's going to fall like Jenga.
You're telling me there's nothing that can hold that rope together? Like,
Yeah, but
shoot your
Bellsprout and all them, use Vine Whip.
shoot your web at the fucking rope. What are we doing? Spider-Man would do it.
Yeah.
Why aren't you like Spider-Man, Pikachu?
This is why your mother left you, Cubone.
Oh my god.
He's like, hey, I'm personally very invested in this, even though I just came across this. There's a much more efficient way of doing it than that. You gotta seal it up, yeah. Now that's thinking.
See, there we go. Like,
Oh, Magmi's got a brain. No wonder he's got that type of head. Somehow they turned on the streetlight.
yeah, America, why can't we work together?
Yeah. And why is there a horse like that? Like, just that means that there are regular horses.
No, it's a ride. Shut the fuck up.
Like, it's not a horse Pokemon.
Carousel.
It's not like a Ponyta or something.
No, it's a horse. It's a carousel.
Yeah, just a regular carousel horse. Did you ever see that clip of the tire that it's on like some kind of a race or something? The tire goes flying and then it rolls down the track and then ends up like landing on top of the other tires.
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, that's a classic. I'll have to try to find it and show it to you. Oh, I need medical coverage. Well, that's just all of us these days, Meowth.
Yeah, but again, this is pre-code.
Yeah, none of us have medical coverage anymore. The economy's shit.
I say this with all love in my heart. Onyx looks like a poop.
Constipated one, but and he never saw them again. Where are all the other Pokemon?
Oh shit, Pikachu's good.
Psyduck always looks so stupid. So I forget. Wait, Bulbasaur's there. Why not Charmander and Squirtle?
Shut up.
Did they already get like move away and all that? So this implies it's only been a year. And yet he still didn't age, of course. How does Ash have the money for all this? Look at that spread. He's got a 3-tier cake.
Listen, there's lots of Nurse Joys. There's lots of...
Oh, it's all cakes.
They're Japanese. Oh, that's really cute. That's really cute.
Oh, that is the short. Gotta keep that paused on the screen for just another moment. Pikachu and Pichu. They did not lie. It was Pikachu and Pichu. Well, there should have been Pikachu and Pichu's.
Yeah, right? there was more of them.
I wonder why they gave them 2.
Because they're brothers.
Instead of just like he meets one Pichu. and that one helped him out along the way. And it has a sweet ass haircut.
What if it was as simple as like they couldn't decide which design to go
It
with?
could be that, yeah. Just regular. And then somebody was like, what about we give him like a haircut? And somebody else is like, ah.
Fine, they're brothers then.
All right, we'll just do two of them. All right, let me reset my clock here. And we're going to get some of the other things situated. In the meantime, remember, everybody, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Tell us what you thought about the short and make sure that
Still saying can access the item.
See if you can get an invite on it now.
Yeah, now the thumbnail's showing up too.
It's currently showing that this has a 20% on Rotten Tomatoes.
You know what? You just don't know cinema. You ever think about that, Rotten Tomatoes?
I've been watching so many of these like really, really bad movies lately that a lot of the time when Caroline and I are trying to figure out what we want to watch, it ends up being like, well, should we watch the thing that's a 13% or the one that's an 8%? You know? All right. Well, we are firing up Pokemon the Movie 3, Pokemon 3 the movie, Poke3mon movie the, whatever it might be. Spell of the Unknown. Again, movie I've not seen yet. And remember, 3, 2, 1, play is what we do. I got it set up. I think Rob's all set up, ready to go.
Yep.
And if you are not ready to go, make sure you pause and you return when you are. I know this isn't live, so go ahead, pause whatever you want. But we are going to get this started here, so get yourselves ready. And we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, play. So now we got a Pokeball at the screen again. Pikachu Project presents. And why aren't these sunflowers? Ominous Castle. I wonder if this is going to be the villain. I miss when the Pokemon that were legendary were like considered legendary and not like just pure gods and stuff, you know?
Oh yeah, that's right. You got all these dudes.
It is interesting too that it's like nobody's really seen these things, but we have pictures of them. Quick, throw a Pokeball. That's cute that the little slide is a Don fan. And there you go. There's a Ponyta. Are they going to kill another one of these little kids?
I happen to know the plot here. It's not that.
Skylar? That's very dramatic. Keep me close in your dreams. So he gonna die?
Well,
I mean, we're getting a potential send-off thing here. Hey, Oak. So she already knows Oak and Ash and Delia. I thought that the whole concept of Unown, when they first showed that off in second games, I was like, yo, this is pretty cool. I like them a lot. I would get some CGI ones.
Hey, it was 2001 and they had a budget.
Why? Why are they like la 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 la? Shouldn't they be going like H? Professor!
There you go.
Papa, where's Papa? Dum dum dum. Molly, your dad got teleported away. We don't know where he is.
Or do they?
He was teleported to the unknown. Parts unknown. There you go. Throw in a little pro wrestling. So that's just a thing of Scrabble, right? Little tiles of letters.
Well, now it is. Jeez.
Just gotta play some words with friends.
Aw. Oh my god. Not together.
They're like, well, you spelled it out, so now we're gonna change the whole world. I like that theory about Arceus with the 1,000 arms, that it's just the unknown, like, or the code of the universe. I always thought that was pretty cool. I'm trying to figure out like what letters they're picking here. OPINE. Maybe opening would have been on there. The two people in the other room don't hear any of this going on. Or now they do. So is she gonna like imagine that he's Entei,
Maybe.
and then she summons Entei and thinks it's her dad?
Hey. Why don't you just watch this?
Am I guessing it already?
You are, actually.
So she creates Entei, and she's
I
like,
don't think it's an imagination.
she's like, Dad? And it's like, "Bwah," and he shoots fire at her.
No, not that part.
Not quite.
You ever, all right, we both lost
Did I
our
ever
dads.
misconstrue my dad for a lion?
Yeah.
Can't recall ever being like,
Or like, I don't know, Something a little more closer to home for you, like a meatball sub.
I've had some pretty good meatball subs in my life. Never been like
Hey,
bad.
Dad.
Oh man, now I want a meatball sub. I might have to get a meatball sub sometime soon now. This ever-growing list of food I wanted to eat. I keep like a chip away at it, then another thing comes up.
So hold on, how long are we into this movie already?
We're 8 minutes
into this movie. All right, this is a failure
for not having the subtitle, the credits beforehand.
That's why they gave you a fucking 70-minute Pikachu movie, because they just gave you 8 minutes of Pokemon with no Pikachu and no Ash.
True. Whet the appetite first, and then you go straight into them from here. Yeah.
Listen, that was far less existential than Mew and Mewtwo, and the girl going, "I'm dying now."
Thanks for being my friend.
But it was along the same lines, oddly. Like, why do they want to be emotional? Like,
no, fuck off. Get it, Brock.
The way he
sauntered over there, yeah. It's like, hey, are any of you Pokemon trainers? And he's like, hey, are you single?
That's me whenever Fallon Henley comes across my screen.
What, hey, are you single?
Yes.
I don't blame you.
And then no one ever answers.
He has a different he caught the Totodile in a different type of ball instead of just a regular Pokeball.
Oh,
wait, why is Totodile just dancing?
Because you gotta listen to the music.
Apom is one of those ones that I'm like, I hate that little fucker, but I like the design and all. Speaking of hating, Chikorita, man. I don't like Chikorita.
That is a crazy, like, Lovecraftian design there.
The giraffe rig?
Yeah.
It looked better in the beta. Because it was like the two heads were the same.
Why are you like? What do you have to do this? You can't just talk to her.
Nah, she's like, I want to battle. You're coming across me. We locked eyes. You know how it works in the games. The X is on the eyes. Oh, they got a full team of 6 against 6. Now, Butterfree should win this. Just use Confusion or Psybeam. Or Gust. There you go. Hey, he's doing well. Why are you returning him?
I never liked those.
Cyndaquil?
Yeah.
I like Cyndaquil. But I like Totodile better. The only reason I picked Cyndaquil first when I was playing Gold for the first time was because I was like, well, I picked Charmander first the first time I played Red. So I might as well stick to choosing the fire type. When you're a kid playing that for the first time, you're like, these decisions are very important. Now, this should not work. He's a ground type. Okay. That dopey face.
I love that. That's me. Oh.
Use Iron Tail. I guess that's supposed to be headbutt.
He's a Samoan.
And now they all eat. Casual cockfighting. As long as everybody gets kibble afterward, it's fine.
Yeah, they would never be malicious towards the Pokemon. They just want them to beat the shit out of each other.
Right. Spray him with the potion. I haven't. Greenfield's not even in the games either, so shut up, Misty. Is it beautiful? Oh, there you go. What about you? Brock's the man. Ash is like, I want to be the best trainer ever. And Misty's like, I want to be a gym leader or whatever. I don't remember what her motivation was. And Brock's like, I want to get laid. The woman that voiced Misty, she voiced Jessie too, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yo, I fucking hate Wobbuffet. Look at the derpy face that Apom has.
Yeah, but that's what makes it fun.
It looks so dumb. It is funny how they used to name things like, you know, this is Greenfield because it's got green fields. And you go back in time and people just legitimately did that. It's like, well, your last name is Smith because you're a blacksmith. We can't think of anything else.
How'd you get the name Mango?
Apparently it comes from, it was supposed to be Manco. And they screwed it up on the way over from Italy. And I think that that comes from Mancuso.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
So, in another world, I'm Antonio Mancuso. Never liked Tracy. What'd you think about him? Oh, you thought all that? Did I lose you, Rob?
No.
It just totally didn't answer my question.
Oh, but you didn't ask me a question.
I said I always hated Tracy. What did you think about him?
Oh, yeah. I'm not a fan. I guess I missed that. I didn't hear you.
They're liking this effect a lot. Show that off as much as they can in the movie.
They probably got a budget, so yeah. That's like the effect of the movie.
That and the CG Unown. I wonder if they ever actually clarified why Officer Jenny and Nurse Joy all look alike.
Can only be Officer Jenny and Nurse Joy.
Yeah, like, are they clones? Are they robots? Like, what's happening here?
Well, Jessie was going to be a Joy.
Really?
Yeah, well, didn't she go through, wasn't that her arc? She was like a Pokemon nurse.
The weird laugh that they do all the time. And this Entei's just hanging out with this little kid.
Well, yeah, that's her father.
A mama too. So the mom's dead.
Yeah, they're both dead. You ever see your meatball stepfather and like?
This is the 4th scene that the Pokemon have been eating in, I believe.
We have to show that they take good care of them.
Did they give the other dogs a movie?
What do you mean?
Raikou and Suicune? Because this is just Entei, right?
I don't remember, but I know for a fact, like, after this, I'm totally checked out. So if we end up doing Pokemon 4, that'll be
a complete unknown.
Well, the other ones are the unknowns.
Yes, yeah.
But yes.
You are Mama?
Excuse me?
Why does this fire Pokemon have all this psychic power?
Excuse me? What's happening? Like, that's a really weird way to get Ashen Ball, but okay. Why are you filming this?
Yeah. Live from Poke News, this little kid's mom was just abducted. Send out your flying types. They can fly fast.
Adventures out there.
The end. Well, it's his mom forever. I wonder if they ever said what his the deal is with his dad. No. Do you remember your mom? And this is your husband. I wonder why they didn't make a movie about the 3 beasts and like tie that into Ho-Oh. They were like, let's just create a whole different story. Then again, the birds had nothing to do with Lugia originally, so. I guess they kind of the design of like that picture kind of looks like the whatever the hell the name. I'm blanking on the name of it from the new game. That like it's like a different form of Entei. I think it's like something fire, like roaming fire or something. Kind of looks like that. So I wonder if they took inspiration from that. Oh, here's Charizard. On site. Charizard's like, yo, time for me to be a badass. This seems pretty easy. Just barrel through. I've never seen the Blob, but I got to assume that that's kind of how that works. Just takes over everything. That's email. Wait, how did this kid email them? And the email disappears like a video screen thing too.
Professor Oak is Ash's father. I am still here, but I'm just dealing with something. Professor Oak is Ash's father, right?
I mean, he seems kind of old because he's Gary's grandfather.
They have the same face.
Oh, half of the characters do.
Well, like,
The most interesting thing would always be if it was just Giovanni.
why would you never go anywhere without them anyway? Why would this be a question?
Right. You're a real pal. We just met about 8.5 minutes ago, but
Well, that was like 2 days ago in movie time.
because there's a map of the crystal stream. Did they really need to include all that? They thought that was like some hardcore wordplay right there or something. You know what this like the design of all this stuff kind of reminds me of? The first episode of Justice League, the cartoon where they're fighting the White Martians.
It's been a while since I've seen anything from the first Justice League cartoon.
So good.
You know,
Yeah, go ahead, jump. Figure it out.
you'd think with the amount of times I rewatched BTAS, I would have seen anything Justice League. I think, honest to God, I just enjoy Batman. This is very weird. Like the premise of this is very uncomfortable as an adult.
They really like putting
Children
like
in weird
children
spots.
in danger in through some kind of like psychic backlash weird kind of thing, like yeah. Now they're like, whoops, razor leaf. That boy ain't right. Also, that fast, too. She's like, the professor's not going to learn anything about this. And as soon as she goes back, they're like, hey, we have a video feed of it.
She could be a double agent.
A job for Superman. I ain't your mama.
What?
Papa, can you kill him for me? Turn him into crystal.
Again, as an adult, the premise of this is very uncomfortable. Like, where are this girl's, like, if her parents disappear, and it seems like her mother was gone quite a long time before her father. The father didn't think, hey, I'm going to leave her with somebody.
Well, there were those people that were there to tell her that the dad disappeared, but they just decided not to stick around.
Like, what is this?
Yeah, the Skylar guy. Yeah, what is that explanation going to be?
Can I find one?
Yeah. If they can alter reality just by the thought, can I just be like, hey, I think lots of money.
You wouldn't go for immediately for like world peace and then lots of money?
I mean, depends on how many wishes I get.
I guess that's fair. If I only had one, it would be lots of money.
Can I do the usual thing that I do where I say I want my wish to be infinite wishes type thing?
Well, they've gotten to the point where you can't wish for more wishes. Misty, aren't you cold? Like,
Wearing shorts.
what are you doing? You know you're getting old when you realize, one of your first thoughts is, look, why aren't you wearing appropriate clothing for whatever environment you're in?
You get old when you're like, this is horribly irresponsible of these kids.
Yeah, kind of.
Where are their parents?
What are you doing?
But it is the thing, though, because I mean, I don't know how many different things I've seen where I'll be like thinking to myself, you didn't wash your hands before you ate? Like, anytime that a character is like coming in from a flight and they lay right down on a bed, being like, oh, I'm so exhausted, Caroline's always like, the bed's not clean now. Greenfield.
This is really sad. Not that I'm planning on having another existential crisis, but like, this is really sad.
They really want kids to come out of these movies being like,
Feelings.
well, my dead parents are, a thing, but as long as I have my friends, it's all that matters.
Yeah, like, who made these movies? Which one of your fathers died? Like,
Yeah. I was not expecting that.
Entei.
Or if you can imagine it, then it's going to be created, little girl.
Protect this little girl, Entei.
Entei's perfectly fine with just being like, oh, she summoned me. Guess I'm going to just do whatever she wants forever.
Can I get one of those?
Oh, she going to age up now? Yep.
Whoa.
Now Brock's going to be like, hey.
Whoa? Like, what? 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 Like,
Yes.
hey.
You're... He's immediately like, nah, I'm pretty sure that she probably wished to be older.
Brock, why do you have experience with this kind of thing?
Brock's like, well, the Romeo and Juliet law says. It's like that weird ass scene from Transformers. What's Brock's team? He's got a Zubat, a Vulpix, Onix, Geodude. What else? Is that his full team?
I'm not sure.
Like, come on, Brock. You couldn't even evolve that into a Golbat, let alone a Crobat.
What? What? This is very, like, I can't get over the dream aspect of it.
Hmm. Zubat, pointless.
Did you need to?
You know what's funny to think about? In this world, you need to be really good at throwing balls.
Do you?
Because they catch them all by hitting them with the ball. If you
Oh,
have
yeah,
terrible aim, then you just don't catch any Pokemon.
Maybe they practice a lot of throws. That's a very cute Pokemon.
Teddy Ursa?
Yeah.
Her earrings are a little unknown.
That's close. Oh, shit. Brock, behind you.
You didn't do your best.
Okay.
Type advantage. Not the best move to use, but okay.
Don't stand there and take it. What are you taking it for?
He's like,
Oh, what are you having second thoughts?
maybe I shouldn't mess around with this little girl, huh? Maybe I should stop pretending to be her dad.
Well, what does he know? He's a fucking makeshift Pokemon.
She's still there? Why? How is she not in the? So she got split in half?
I guess it was a dream. I don't know. This is really sad. Like what? What? I don't like these movies. Wait, who's battling Brock?
Right. That's what's really strange.
Did we miss something?
No, she's just like teleporting this mental image. I'm here, bitches. I'm a water Pokemon trainer. Here's my normal and well, not fairy at that point, but here's my normal Togepi. That's what all millennials were told.
I don't know what.
It does kind of seem like a scene got cut out there, right?
Well, no. Now they're explaining that the real Molly. They're explaining that she's just an illusion.
Yeah, but I mean, just like the way that they edited that, seems like there might have been another scene. So Misty's dead, right?
If you die in your dreams, you don't die in real life. I know
Tell that to Inception.
I know because I just died in my dream the other day.
I never liked Kingdra's design. Screw Goldeen too. Never liked Goldeen.
Goldbean's a bit of a dud.
They just made an actual fish and just gave it a horn. They didn't try at all. What do you mean, good job, Goldeen? You got your ass whooped.
They're trying to teach a little girl something. What that is, I don't know, but they're trying.
To be okay with failure. So, they're aware of the fourth wall.
This movie's a bit all over the place, isn't it?
It's basically one extended sequence. Ooh.
Now, are they letting her win because she's, a kid?
No. They're just getting their asses whooped.
This was a theatrical release, right?
I think so.
Because the longer this goes, the more it feels like it was direct to DVD.
Girl, I ate Chapapa.
You can do anything you want in this world. Fly.
Well, only she could do anything she wants.
No, because they can breathe underwater.
Yeah, I think she's letting them. All right, now Pikachu, shock her. Maybe the unseen dad. They didn't make him. That's oh. Mama.
I have a brother?
No, you're never gonna leave.
There's still half an hour left in this movie. Like, what is there to
Wouldn't this be
do?
the? Yeah, I would think that this would be the finale of this.
This is really, like, again, this is really sad. This is just a little not processing trauma.
Ash just like, let's just leave her. It's such a weird choice to have Entei in this movie. I wonder why they went with that instead of with just the unknown doing this. Well, she's coming with me, and he goes, bullshit, she is.
Listen, motherfucker. Like,
Listen, I'm a legendary. You're some little twerp.
listen, motherfucker. I intend to mate with this.
Yeah. I'm your dad now. So this is like that palette swap when you play like you both pick the same character in like Mortal Kombat or whatever. How about you attack the fire Pokemon with moves you know are going to work on a fire type? You're a trainer, dude. You know the type advantages.
Oh no. Are we getting full existentialism? Have I proven that I am real? Are any of us real? Tony, are you real?
Sometimes.
This is very uncomfortable.
Wow, this I just googled to try to see like if I could find trivia of why did they put Entei in this kind of spot in the movie instead of using just the Unown or whatever. There's a Reddit post from 4 years ago where somebody says, it has always been my favorite, I guess meaning the movie. When I was younger, I was also jealous as hell of the girl in the movie because Entei was a better dad than the one that I had, and I wanted an Entei dad.
Well, like that's what I was saying. Like this is a sad thing. Like, cause you know that someone's gonna feel like that.
Somebody else saying the Entei from Pokemon 3 the movie is just one of the best characters in cinema history. He just is. In all of cinema history?
Well, and can you name a better father?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can name at least a handful of better fathers. Yeah, there's Charizard. Cool. He's like, mm-hmm. No, my mom's still dead.
We all live in a Pokemon.
Yeah, then fuck your
What?
family.
This is so uncomfortable. Like,
Even Team Rocket is helping.
well, they don't have a bigger part in the movie.
Yeah.
What?
We'd be out
What
of
is
show
this movie?
business. It's so funny that their whole purpose in this movie has been to just break the fourth wall. And the fact that they had them say maybe we'll have a bigger part in the next movie means that they didn't have a part in this movie, and they were like, but we got to put them in there somewhere. Let's put them in 3 scenes or so. Man, when the Gold and Silver came out and you had to catch these 3 beasts that were like the roaming thing, that was such a pain in the ass.
See, I can't relate. My Pokemon experiences were very much the stadium games on the 64.
You didn't play like the actual games themselves at first?
I played occasionally Red and Blue, but that was only like very rare occasions because I think when I would go to doctor's appointments, like they just had Game Boys there.
Mm.
I wasn't like in control of the Game Boy, so I didn't play those games until later, like when I started emulating. My Pokemon experiences were the stadium games.
Mm.
Very different.
Very different, yeah.
Very different vibe.
Like I remember getting gold and silver. Well, I got gold first. I didn't get silver until later, but getting gold and getting the trainer's guide manual thing with it, and like Getting it at KB Toys. That's dating myself right
I
there.
love. Oh, dude, I some of my fondest memories are from KB Toys. I remember being like 3 and getting Super Mario 64 out of KB Toys. Like I loved KB. I love toy stores. Like I
Yeah,
wish they still exist.
they were so fun. You'll bring her real dad back?
This is an interesting premise, though. Like whether it's right or wrong, it's what she wants,
Mm.
right?
And you're under her command. Then girl, all you got to do is wish that this stops. Fly away from the thing. You're not going to get hit by a spike. This will end it. Well, as you wish. Entei kind of looks like Wilford Brimley. See what I mean?
Yes.
Entei, do flamethrower. Entei, diabetes.
And hey, Quaker Oats.
Beatus. Diabetes.
He also kind of looks like the Ultimate Warrior. Like, if you look at you could see it in the face. You see like the shape of the paint, right? Like,
Entei's going to be like, if he were still alive.
aw, it's a very weird movie.
They're all really weird. I wonder
They're
if the
all
like
really fucking.
if the more recent ones are any like if they keep that trend up or if they end up being like more normal movies.
Guess 5. Can we watch Detective Pikachu and
Yeah,
just laugh?
that's a great one.
Like,
I was surprised at how solid that one was.
Ryan Reynolds.
And I'm surprised they haven't done another one since then. It's been
Well, they came out
years.
with another game, so like maybe they're working on it. I'm like, oh my god,
So then where is that dad?
he died. They just don't want to say it.
Why is this thing all pissed and trying to kill them now? Wait, what's supposed to be causing all this problem if it's not the Entei?
It's the unknowns, isn't it?
They're just like, we're mad for some fucking reason.
You can still protect Molly.
Forever. Everybody knows that when you think really hard, crystals are formed.
I think those are tumors.
So that's what happened to her mom, huh? Now imagine this being spoken by like Gorilla Monsoon. There's pandemonium here, like kind of thing.
It's happening here at the Pokemon that are in Greenville. Brain, what do you think what we're seeing here?
What was he gonna
Mr.
do?
Mime.
Fucking headbutt?
Mr. Mime could have saved the day.
Yeah, true.
How far are we from getting like real Pokemon?
Like real life?
Yeah, like AI. Come on, where are we at with all this?
We need robot butlers first.
I mean, we're doing pretty good on the robot partner front. I mean, I can't afford any of that, but that technology seems to be doing wonders for people.
Send out all the rest of your other Pokemon too. You guys each have a team of at least 4. I love that, like, the script for this where, like, spikes pop up, and then more spikes, and then more spikes, and then more spikes. Just when they thought that there weren't enough spikes, more spikes pop up. Yeah, so Entei saving the day.
Papa,
Papa, can you hear me?
I see so many stars in the sky.
Papa, can you use flamethrower? This was a great
my
afternoon,
God.
Molly.
Oh my God. Wouldn't it be great if anything in the world worked like that?
You just believe in something hard enough and it works.
If like just one element of life worked that way. Oh my God. Why don't you all believe?
I do believe in fairies. I do. Well, you're not believing enough.
You didn't call me Baba.
Again, you have many more Pokemon you could be using. You're not sending Staryu out to use like Psybeam. You're not sending out Geodude to check some rocks at it. I wonder if there's any little like things they throw in here where they just place them in a way where you could spell something out. And they're like, it's probably super quick, but they probably spelled out some kind of like curse words or something.
Like the whole sex thing in Lion King.
Yeah, even though it's SFX. For I am dead now. Sign up for Liberty Mutual or whatever it is.
Tony.
It looks like Wilfred Brimley.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
I don't remember if he promotes Liberty Mutual or whatever it is. I just know it's diabetes.
I have diabetes.
Beatus.
Diabetes.
Oh, now you can't spell anything anymore. There goes your future Words with Friends games. No more Scrabble for you or your dad.
No more anything for her dad.
Also, he's a Pokemon professor, right? That was what they said?
Mm-hmm.
He's got a huge castle. What made this guy so rich?
How much does this guy weigh? That is what you said, basically.
How much does this guy own? Yeah, there you go. There's Pops. He's like, dude, I went on the wildest trip. I thought I was some big ass dog and shit.
Oh, the father does come back. I thought the father was dead. Maybe I don't remember all of this.
If you build it.
They will come. What if God was?
What if Papa was an ente?
Tony.
Hey, great job. Everything's back to normal. She still doesn't have a dad. Yeah. She still doesn't have her dad back. She doesn't care.
I don't know why the reactions to these people are killing me. Good job.
Another chance to fail. Yeah, they really had no
They had
story for
nothing
Team
for Team
Rocket.
Rocket. Oh my god.
Wait, they're not even gonna have the girl and the dad meet back up?
Wait, was the dad just dead or like what?
No, I mean he popped back out, but they didn't even bother to put like, "Hey, I'm still here."
Hold
They're
on.
gonna do it like this probably, where like they'll show him like popping back up, and she'll give him a hug or something.
Or not, maybe?
Nah, they're gonna do that. Maybe they're like, hey, we need to get the kids in and out of this movie theater. We need to pump out the movie tickets for this. So we all assume that that's going to happen. Can we just show that in the credits and kind of cut out an extra 5 minutes? To know
That was
the
it?
unknown.
That was it?
I guess so.
That was the reunion moment? Like,
And Charizard's like, all right, I'm going to fuck off.
I like that though. Look how free he is. He knows when to come back and help his friends, then he just pieces out.
He's got to go do a couple donuts first. What's that? He's just like, woo,
Wait,
woo, 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 woo,
did
woo.
they or did they not reunite this girl with her father? I'm very
Yeah, they
confused.
did. Yeah, he took a cab back or whatever it was.
That was fun. That wasn't even a close up. That was like the farthest camera angle you could possibly give it.
And Brock's like, wait,
Brock's
don't
freaking
leave.
out, like, hey, no, wait, please.
I didn't get laid yet. And they're like, I don't know, just throw some windmills and shit in there.
Wait, where? At least one close up shot of this girl and her father, please.
Maybe
She
that'll
literally,
be like the last shot of the movie or something.
she literally caused all these problems.
It's so weird when they got like these
These random pop
these like
songs.
yeah, these girls to be singing these songs and stuff. There's Mr. Mime.
I love Mr. Mime.
He's
So
fucking
much.
creepy.
He, I just like that when we did the draft, like you knew, like that.
Oh, that was like very clearly one of the easy picks.
Why? What?
I don't
At the
know.
ri-
You
At the
struck me as
risk
somebody.
of scarring myself, what about me says, yeah,
There's just an
fucker.
inherent, like, you know how you could sometimes just guess somebody's favorite color? It's like, yeah, Rob's definitely picking Mr. Mime.
Like he's enough of a creep, but like,
Yeah, they're together still.
oh, fuck you.
Wait, is the mom alive now?
Oh,
Where was she
little girl,
this whole time?
do you know what you caused? Oh well,
Yeah, where the hell was this mom supposed to be? And she actually has the Pokemon now. Like the Teddy Ursa is like real.
do you know how much damage you caused? What was the point of this movie?
They really like these windmills.
You know why? Clean energy. What? Tony, what was the point of this movie?
She was upset. Now she's not. If everybody could just wish and bring their dead parents back, then it would be great.
Well, Tony, if you just get this fucking meatball sandwich, you ever think about how much that would change things?
Eastman Kodak Company, Continental Far East Company. in association with 900 other companies.
We learned nothing.
Yeah, you learned. You learned if there was magic, then things would be a lot easier. Are we getting a post credit? Thanos gonna pop up?
I don't know if that was a thing back then.
I don't see Thanos. Yeah. Pokemon 3, the movie.
That was the worst. That was unequivocally the worst. And I remember
they were like, we need another one. We need to do one of these each year.
Granted, I was 8 years old, but I remember watching that and not being greatly disappointed. That was the worst. None of that made sense. It was actively like playing on the tropes of trauma for no reason, because the girl's parents were alive.
I don't get where the mom was supposed to be.
I guess they literally just disappeared. And she's alone, but like they're negligent parents. Because why are you leaving your daughter alone?
They got a giant castle. They're like, we're not really used to having responsibilities. We have generational wealth.
Yeah, now they're gonna have generational trauma.
Yeah. So the next movie is it's one about Celebi, a time travel thing. Wouldn't Celebi have made more sense with time travel and doing something with this? And like bringing back I don't know. Maybe not.
I really didn't like it.
It was her. I didn't like it.
It really feels like they threw together something. It was like, hey, we got a new movie. We need the spotlight on 3 new Pokemon: the Unown, Entei, and Pichu. Make it make sense.
And then they went, nah.
And then they said, all right, you don't have... Came back to them like 5 minutes later. All right, look, you don't have to make it make sense. Just make it.
You just have to make
minutes.
You just have to make it. I'm gonna read off some of these letterboxed reviews. Let's see what we get for this. Is sorted by sort by review activity. So I guess the most amount of likes that people gave to these reviews. Top one says, so Team Rocket stumbles upon the Unown, which for the layman are ancient Pokemon that look like a bunch of letters. This is their reaction. Meowth. It's like alphabet soup without the soup. James. I haven't seen this many strange letters since the last time I placed that personal ad. I fucking lost it. Then later James says this is when Team Rocket is basically just doing nothing. Do you think we'll have a bigger role in the next movie? And I lost it again. The most unexpected and best fourth wall break I've ever seen. Team Rocket is the best. 3 stars. The next one up is a 5-star one, and it just says Entei was hot in this.
Oh, well, okay, look. I understand why the furry community might lose their shit at an Entei.
I never understand anything about the furry community. You all need help.
Look, I hear you. I do. But I've had enough conversations with people to understand that the anthropomorphic animals, starting with Robin Hood and going all the way through
that cartoon with the Robin Hood was a fox.
Yeah, going through Lola Bunny.
Lola Bunny. Yeah, I
changed people's lives.
I do not understand what is wrong with these people. Like, if somebody that I knew admitted that they were like, oh man, I get to bang any fictional character from any movie or TV show, and they go with a cartoon. In any capacity, I'm already like, all right, you're on some government watch list. If they say a kid's cartoon and they say on top of that an animal, yeah, I don't want to be friends anymore. This review says 3 stars. So was Entei trying to bang Ash's mom, or
what did I tell you? I'm gonna mate with this woman.
Another one says, here I was thinking I couldn't be more depressed after watching a film when I saw Manchester by the Sea. Boy, was I wrong. Who knew Scrabble tiles would be so troublesome? Call me sadistic, but I hate the fact that both of the little girl's parents return at the end. Ruins the film's rather emotional theme of dealing with loss and tragedy. What really gets me is that all that happens during the end credits. You had 4-star movie. You had 4 stars movie. Wait, what? You had 4 stars movie. That's weird.
You had a 4 stars movie, okay.
And you lose half a star during the credits, only in a Pokemon film. Also, I was inspired to rewatch this as I was replaying old Nintendo games like Mario Sunshine. As you can see, I'm coping with my upcoming graduation and transition into the real world very well.
Okay, so that's I want to get back to that conversation, that specifically that end part. But yes, it does take away, because it's a weird movie regardless.
Very.
But it definitely takes away from the impact when you realize, oh, her parents are just alive. What the fuck were you doing? I don't know. It definitely, like, I'd say it's a 2-star film. It's not a 1-star. Like, it's a 2-star film.
Here's one. Child me would have died for Entei. There's another one. Pokemon, stop making the legendaries hot, I beg you. What the fuck is wrong with these people? I'm going to click on this person's... Whoever this M is on Letterboxd, what other weird shit do you have going on? Let's see. Let's see what your other reviews and activities are. All the President's Men, Alien Romulus, Pumpkinhead's one of the more recent ones that they watched. That movie's garbage.
Wow, Tony.
You ever see Pumpkinhead?
No.
It's shit. It's like, what if like a pumpkin attacked people? And they made like 4 of them or something.
Seeds? I think I might have seen this.
I don't remember if it shoots at them with seeds. I think it like strangles them with its vines and stuff.
Okay, so there was a really interesting discussion there about I'm coping with my upcoming graduation, right?
Right.
And that's it. That's interesting to me because I, for one, remember as like I maybe had 2 weeks of summer left before my senior year of high school, and I like went on this whole thing of like I think I downloaded all of BTAS, surprise, surprise. I downloaded all of Batman Beyond, Animaniacs, Hey Arnold, and Rugrats. And that was like the first time that I really remember being like, oh, I missed this. Like that nostalgia of like, I missed this time in life. And obviously, as we've talked about many times on this podcast and every podcast we do, that became a theme in my life. Now, did you have any experience like that? Like where like, okay, like your senior year of high school or as you're transitioning into like adulthood where you're just like, man, I'm gonna like binge. I guess it would have been harder then. But like, man, I'm gonna like really like search out that diet soda ad I love from Batman. You know?
I mean, I pretty much did like perpetually.
Right, because like you're like me where that's a huge chunk of my personality regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Like where like a lot of the music I listen to, a lot of the things I watch is just straight like nostalgia. But it is very interesting to think about like the connection that we have with these things from our childhoods.
Most of it, well, I don't know. I wouldn't say most of it. A lot of it holds up. And like going back and where you're watching a lot of movies that I really liked as a kid or some TV shows that I really liked as a kid or anything, you know, it kind of depends, of course, too. Like when I watch like Nickelodeon thing, it tends not to hold up as well because I'm like, I don't really know what I found funny about Rocco. And then every once in a while, there's like a joke, Rocco. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's funny, you know, whatever. But like,
Rocco's fucking hysterical.
But then I was 4 years old watching like, RoboCop. That shouldn't have been, but like, you know, That movie's fucking good. And I'll die on the hill that the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie is just a legit good movie.
It might be the only one of the three.
Yeah. I'd say it's the only one of all of the movies that's actually just a good movie. I like the second one. It's a lot of fun, but it's not anywhere near as good as the first one. But like, I could straight up just watch that movie and just be like, hell yeah, you know, without the nostalgia. But sometimes you just kind of are like, man, I really wish I could eat the food that it tasted like that back then. Or like, you ever get those urges where you're just like, you know, today, what I'm going to do for dinner is I'm going to have like a kid's meal. I'm going to eat like Kraft mac and cheese and chicken nuggets and,
well, I'll say this, because I did so my 31st birthday was a couple weeks ago. The Wednesday beforehand, I had like $10 on Venmo, and I was really stretching to be like, how the hell am I going to Uber Eats something with $10? I finally got around to getting a Happy Meal. And the sheer just like, it tickled me, the idea of, I'll get a fucking Happy Meal at my big boy age of 31. And yeah, like there's times where you do it set me down a rabbit hole being like, for example, I looked at KFC. I told you this off air, but like every single item I would have gotten from KFC just doesn't exist anymore.
Which that baffled me. That like, what do you mean they don't have the popcorn and chicken anymore?
They don't have popcorn chicken. They don't have wedges.
Crazy.
They don't have. Burger King didn't have my chicken tenders, which is the only place I ever get chicken tenders. I know there's like a huge thing of grown adults just ordering from the kids menu, but like that was the only place I ever got tenders from. And yeah, like there's times I'll pop in some Chef Boyardee in the microwave and be like,
I bought a can of SpaghettiOs the other day.
Yeah, nostalgia.
And I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna eat a can of SpaghettiOs sometime soon.
You know, I'll get like Entenmann's donuts and relive my childhood. Absolutely. And like stuff like that, I think is the strangest but also most beautiful stuff. I watched. You can judge me or you will. I watched Batman Forever at least 5 times in the last 2 months.
Really? I haven't seen it in the past 5 years.
There's something about that I really like. It hits me right where it needs to.
Oh no, it's boiling acid.
And it's that part. It's shit like that. Oh no, it's boiling acid.
So
and then you got,
I've mentioned before many times about this whole like going on like a year and a half worth of binging really terrible movies, or movies that aren't necessarily really terrible, but they're like funny in some kind of weird way. And I mean, Caroline and I have gone through, you know, practically every Seagal movie and Stallone and Van Damme. And, you know, we've tackled like a lot of like those types of movies and stuff, but we try to change it up every once in a while and do some other movies and all. And the other day, because we had the whole Labor Day weekend thing, so like she was off on Monday, and you know my schedule, I'm like, well, you know, I'm working the pay-per-views, but like at night I don't have to be, you know, doing anything and all. We were like, I forget where we came across, like something triggered me being like, I kind of want to watch like an 80s movie, and I ended up downloading a bunch of these different movies, and a lot of them we still like have coming up, but the most recent things, let me sort this by where was this on here, when rated newest first.
By the way, Guest 5, here's your extra gift.
Extra post Darkcast kind of thing.
Yeah, you're gonna get us just talking.
So it was so this is like the weird range of movies that I've been watching recently. So you figure there's Pokemon 3, most recent one that's added to my Letterboxd. Now, this was not it's back and forth between like seeing a movie because it's supposed to be good or interesting, and then a movie that's like really shit. So we watched The Game, and I'm like, yo, this is pretty fucking good. But before that, we had watched Tall Tale. Do you remember that?
No.
So there was some VHS tape. I don't know what movie it was. It was probably Toy Story, since this Tall Tale movie came out in 1995. And I'm pretty sure Toy Story came out in 95.
Sure did.
So, or Toy Story came out maybe 94. I don't remember for sure.
No, 95.
It was 95? So there was like an ad for this movie in front of one of these VHS tapes. And I always remember thinking as a kid, this looks stupid as shit. But there was one line in the movie that always stood out to me in the trailer. And it was just Patrick Swayze going, "I'm Pecos Bill." And I've mentioned this movie to Caroline a bunch of times over the years. So when eventually when we were like, oh, let's try to figure out some movies to watch and stuff, I was like, oh, there's that movie. Let's fucking watch that. And she's, before the movie even started, she's like, if I don't fucking die at the moment that he says that, I'm going to be so disappointed because you've been building this up for years. And when the first time comes in the movie, they just start talking about Pecos Bill. It's like, all right, this is pretty fucking funny. But we watched like Trap, and that wasn't all that good. We watched a movie called DOA, Dead or Alive, based off of some fighting game. Trash movie. Like a Tekken type thing.
Dead or Alive's not supposed to be a good movie. It's supposed to be a good game. It's just boobies.
Yeah, it wasn't even like that in the movie either.
Yeah, well, and then
like a couple scenes were, but like, yeah. We had watched
the trailer for Telltale.
I'll pick his bill. But we got into a little kick of like we had watched.
Hold on, is this like a spoof of westerns?
No, it's totally serious.
Bullshit.
It's basically the way that I was explaining it while we were watching it. I was like, okay, so this is some old fart. Was like, kids these days don't listen about the old stories that used to like that I liked as a kid. You know, we used to hear about John Henry. We used to hear about Paul Bunyan. Those are my Avengers. But like, and then there's like,
convince me that this isn't a Mel Brooks parody film.
Yeah, it's dead serious.
Bull. No.
And we watched like Speed and Speed 2. We watched Burlesque, a Christina Aguilera and a Cher movie. We watched Glitter, the Mariah Carey movie. So I'm all over the place because then there's like Alien Romulus and City of God. You know.
Hold on, he just said I'm Pecos.
Yeah, I'm Pecos Bill.
Okay, like I never want to watch this.
Oh, it's garbage. Absolute trash. But man, if anybody goes on my Letterboxd and you sort by rated date and the film section, you will see way too many 1-star movies because I'm just purposely watching these really terrible films. So it's like what's the last like good movie that I watched? All right. So, I mean, The Game, I gave that 4 stars. That was cool. City of God, I gave 3.5. I gave 3.5 to Alien Romulus. I gave 3 to Handmaiden. That was pretty cool. I guess like the Speed, technically, I gave 3, but like for the most part, like no movies that I've been watching have been like all that great and stuff. What's the last 5 or 4.5 star movie? Actually, I gave 4 stars to Iron Claw, 4 stars to Godzilla -1. That was really fucking good. Yeah, this is all like, The Glimmer Man, and I like the Wet Hot American Summer. That was cool. Yeah,
that's the Orange Cassidy movie, right?
Yep.
That is not what I'm supposed to take away from it. But that is
that's the main reason though I watched it. I was like, yeah, I haven't seen this. Let me check that out. But the streak of those kind of movies continues and all. I guess the highest rated movie recently that I've seen, I gave to Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, what a fuck!
That's the highest up that I
What
can
a
see after like
great
scrolling or whatever.
movie.
But that's 4.5.
By the way, I watched Deadpool and Wolverine.
What you think?
It was all right. Like I sent you a message. I was being totally legitimate about being a baby and having my feelings hurt about them kind of fucking with the original X-Men movie. Like I was being dead serious. Like,
They'll get their time in the sun with Secret Wars.
why are you attacking my like? I love the concept of anchor beings. I thought all the Fox references were really good. Yeah, like it was a solid Deadpool movie. You know, like I think it delivered exactly what it needed to do. You know.
If you guys want us to watch any of those movies, that is
Yeah, I
also
mean,
a different type of fan tracks.
yeah. Let's watch some comedies. Like, let's stop watching some of these super emotional like Pokemon movies.
One of the next movies that I plan on watching is 9 Days, which seems like it's just one of those like rips your heart out type films. So I don't think that that's going to be a fan tracks, but I want to sometime soon watch a movie that makes me cry laughing because it's been a long time since that's happened. And I want to watch a movie that makes me just feel gutted. So we also still got to do Crisis on Infinite
Have you
Earths
watched
Part
the
3.
Iron Claw?
Yeah,
Did
it's out in
Iron
theaters.
Claw not gut you?
Not in the same way.
Specifically, like, look, Iron Claw wasn't totally accurate. There's another brother that they left out completely because even that was too sad for them. But the death of Carrie Von Erich and Kevin, spoilers for the Iron Claw in this Pokemon podcast, whatever. The death of Carrie Von Erich and then Kevin choking Fritz almost broke me because I was like, oh my god, I wonder if any of this is legitimate. Like, I wonder if this happened. You know?
You got to assume that might be.
And then the whole thing where like they're in the afterlife and Carrie's got the foot and they all just kind of part ways so that they can meet the little one, the one that died before they were all. It was like I don't need to think like this about the Von Erich. So what if that doesn't gut you when you're watching at least two characters unalive? Like what kind of gutting are you looking for?
I'm looking for like a Stranger Than Fiction level. I mean, that movie speaks to me more than a lot of other people, but
So you just want to be left questioning everything about your life?
maybe a different way. Or like maybe like Inception, like blew my mind at that time. Or maybe, you know what was a good one that really made me just like one of my more favorite, not favorite, but like one of my best movies of all time list. When I first saw American Beauty, man,
Oh,
that's a gutter.
what a film! Oh my, that is a film.
Yeah.
That is like cinema. That is really graphic.
Overall, though, nothing beats like the level of this is cinema to me more than Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, that is one of the best movies of all time.
That's just, it is the best, I think. Somebody says to me, like, all right, best movie of all time. I'm like, all right, Shawshank. Favorite movie of all time? T2. I still got to watch that anime, too. But, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do next time around. We do still have Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3. So that is something that is on the back burner. We're all going to
cry at King Conroy.
Probably. Maybe that'll be the thing that guts us.
Like, my reaction to his death was maybe the weirdest I'd ever gotten about a celebrity. Like, that was like, oh, Batman's dead. Like,
yeah.
Like, that was just like really like it got me because it's like I never did a Comic-Con where I met him or anything. It just really got me.
I didn't get to meet him either, and then how like a few weeks ago, I forget, 2 months ago, maybe would have been, 2 people that I know were like, oh yeah, like he was like a close personal friend of the family's. And I'm like, I could have like met this fucking guy and like, interviewed him or something.
I would have walked
Like,
in oncoming traffic, and I know you don't need too much of a push these days for that, but that would have been it for me.
I was just like, oh, come on, man. Like, oh, I could have fucking met Batman. Like,
Kevin, like that voice is Batman.
It's Batman. It's going to be Batman forever.
So like,
not Batman forever.
Not Batman forever. But like, that the Kevin Conroy thing might get us, because it gets me just knowing he's not around.
Maybe it's that. Maybe it's Pokemon movie 4.
I mean, maybe these fucking movies seem intent on trying.
Yeah. Well, out of their fashion, thank you, Guest 5, for sponsoring this with the Pick Your Poison. Keep in mind, everybody, if you want us to watch something, or if you want us to do a different type of thing too, it doesn't have to be a FanTracks. It could be something like one of those group meeting things where we just talk about stuff, or it could be
Mount Rushmore.
Another Mount Rushmore. Yeah, we got plenty of Mount Rushmore topics.
Listen, if we want to pay the price, we could do a whole series retrospective. The Tim Burton Batman movies.
Yeah, we got that. If you liked the Refutable Kill series of diving super deep into the James Bond stuff, we still have James Bond ones we didn't get around to doing, like Never Say Never Again.
I want to do it, dude.
Mm-hmm. So there's lots of options.
American one. I'm Jimmy Bond. Jimmy Bond. And Jimmy Bond.
Good old Jimmy Bond. Garbage.
Or the Woody Allen one.
Yeah, Casino Royale, the 67 one. I think it was 67. We have all of these different options. We've got other things on the back burner and stuff too. So if you do want to take advantage of that, Patreon or the YouTube channel membership, those are the 2 ways to do that. Make sure that you are following all the accounts on Fanboys Anonymous. If you like pro wrestling, go over to smartcountmoment.com. And if you want to just click on any of the links in general, if you go to amangotree.com, you'll see links to Fanboys, Smart Guy Moment, and my own sidebar type stuff like the Letterboxd and all that stuff. And also follow what Rob is doing.
Yeah, when I'm not like rambling at 1 a.m. about fucking anything, I'm usually working on wrestling stuff over on Fightful.com. I just set up my green screen again. I really want to do Twitch again. I really want to push for solo content again. But guys, and maybe I'm talking directly to Guest 5 as somebody who's always been willing to help us out. Motivation is the thing that I need to continue even exploring these ideas. So if you want to support, follow Dude Felice everywhere. And just any bit of support genuinely helps. Even words, guys, like motivation is key. And I'm running out of it. Boy, you can tell it's 1 a.m., but I should probably stop talking.
No, you know what? It's funny when you're like, motivation is key for, and I was like thinking to myself, existing.
Yeah, and the podcast before I keep going.
We all need an Entei to give us our wishes, and we hopefully we figured out how to fulfill Guest 5's wish with this. Yeah, we I don't know what we're gonna see next. Maybe it's something like our thing that we've been talking about before about like if this character was a Pokemon, what type would they be, and what would their team of 6 be if they were a trainer. If you do like Pokemon, that's another thing. I still am sitting on a lot of notes for my blueprint for fixing Generation 2 of Pokemon. I already did the Gen 1 3-part thing on that a long while ago. And I have notes for about it's maybe 80% written up for the Gen 2. And I just never get around to finishing it. So if you really want more Pokemon content, believe me, there is a lot untapped. But I guess for now, this is going to do us in. So thank you for listening. Thank you again to Guest 5. Thank you to anybody leaving your comments below. All that good stuff. It's greatly appreciated. And we'll see you when we see you in whatever it is next. But for now, it's time for us to geek out. Adios, everyone.